was forever changed by Charlie. All of us in this room have that in common. My first day working at Turning Point, I met an incredible girl who Charlie was interviewing on his podcast, sharing the story of her
We gotta
family
watch out
who
for
has
him.
survived
He
a
might be the next
totalitarian
one.
regime, whose grandfather was imprisoned in the gulags for 10 years for preaching the gospel. Elizabeth and I were married a year later. Thank you, Charlie. When Charlie would speak on college campuses, he'd often wear t-shirts with inspiring taglines like, "Here I am, never surrender, freedom." But as I've watched back so many clips these past 11 days, my favorite and so often worn by him was "Live Free." 11 days ago, my friend was martyred for using his voice to engage in peaceful dialogue. Charlie's assassin thought that he could steal and silence his voice by putting a bullet in his neck. In the words of Soren Kierkegaard, "The tyrant dies and his rule is over. The martyr dies and his rule has just begun."
Look at this, bro. This is a KKK rally, modern day ritual.
Charlie was not silenced. His movement is only beginning. The voices of millions globally have been awakened, furthering his cause and mission far beyond anyone's comprehension. We won't cower in fear. We will never surrender. We are resolved to live free from lies and seek out what is true. We will respectfully, boldly, challenge what is accepted by culture in order to seek out what is true and acceptable to God Almighty alone. To everyone here today, live free. True freedom is not found in doing whatever we want, but pursuing Christ and doing what is right. In Charlie's words, get married, have more children than you can afford, build a legacy, pass down your values, pursue the eternal, seek true joy. Charlie led by example. It's not only seen in the incredible wife, Kirk, his two beautiful children, the legacy he built, his values, his love of God, and the joy he found in his Savior, Jesus Christ, but in countless people, especially young people like Elizabeth and I, whose very lives are the fruit of Charlie's example of faithfulness. Charlie, it was the honor of my life to serve you as you serve Jesus. And now we will all continue to serve you as we continue to serve Jesus. Thank you so much. I love you, Charlie. I can't wait to see you again. God bless Kirk, CEO and chair of Turning Point USA, the Kirk family, and God bless America.
Now this, I'm gonna say this respectfully, bro. This is a modern day. We gotta watch out for that little dude too, because they might try to push him forward. But this is a KKK rally, not a pep rally. This is your modern day KKK rally. In the world they made this guy, bruh, it's crazy, man. And I'm probably the only one that think it's crazy, but I have to talk about this shit. This is crazy. This dude was just known for debating. He was I can't say a great debater. He was an average debater. He was a mid debater. He wasn't nobody. But he kind of did because you got to think about it. Caucasian, these activists, a lot of things they say and do, it gets pushed. The laws get passed. So certain stuff they say, they can create laws by certain ideas they give politicians. So he did kind of have a push within that, creating laws, you know, all that to, affect our people in a bad way. Nothing to benefit black people, you know. Peace, Rockstar FBA family, yo. Is having a big ass forest fire. That damn. Yeah, see, motivational at hand. We can't really on YouTube. If you just say that name, they can just take your whole channel away, dog. Have you talked about? Nah, bro. Like, nah, I haven't.
He was just a kid to me, but donors would ask him where he lived, and he took personal offense to the suggestion he still lived in his parents' basement. Although his parents probably wanted him to be there all the time.
Exactly. Somebody said that Arizona doesn't celebrate Martin Luther King Day, so wouldn't that be a great place for the exactly retro? Exactly. See, now you get it. And this in Glendale, like I say, I lived in Phoenix for a little while, for around 5 months, bruh. Because I think he had a home in Scottsdale. Oh shit, my bad.
He would tell every supporter of ours between me and him we were a team that was never off the clock.
Oh my
Full
god.
coverage. I would usually stay up till 2 or 3 in the morning working on the next big Turning Point USA project and text Charlie reports of what our team that day had accomplished. It was like this every day. Work, report, and wait to see my text messages to Charlie flip from delivered to read as soon as he woke up on the East Coast so we can be firing away feedback, thoughts, and a flurry of brilliant Charlie Kirk ideas as soon as he opened his eyes. I'm not kidding you, this was every single day. And all it takes is 2 dudes to dream up big stuff and talk each other into really insane ideas. Which Charlie and I did often to one another. We would go back and forth with those ideas, perfecting them, turning into bigger, more insane and impactful things.
I got y'all.
And of course, expensive concepts. The ideas literally never stopped. It was around the clock problem solution chat that worked to dream big for the conservative movement. Come up with new ideas, plan new things, fix all problems. My job was to turn them into proposals and presentations, and voila, we would work to execute. Charlie would take red eyes from coast to coast, going all over the country like a crazy man on any and every possible donor, meeting with every possible donor who would take a meeting. So our ideas and fixes for the conservative movement can help young people once and for all. I oftentimes would go with him and marvel at the deranged.
Now, I want y'all to think about something. This was a debater. He was a debater going around and pushing racism. And America is showing you how they feel. They support racism. They showing you. And that's why I'm sitting back like, damn. Yeah, they support this shit. Right in your face. On football Sunday. The audacity. The audacity, man.
I can admittedly say I didn't
Hey, so when they start playing music, I'm just gonna put it on mute and just talk,
that I would have to give another Charlie Kirk speech this soon. At his wedding, I told the story of talking Charlie into moving to Arizona. He was an adamant Chicago boy. I needed to break that. Selfishly, I wanted him to love Arizona because I had recently convinced him to move Turning Point USA to Arizona. It was a hard sell at first.
Nope, he never did.
And that was until I hosted the first Trump rally in Trump rally history right here in Arizona in 2015.
I ain't know that.
I got a call from Miss Erica Kirk. Miss Arizona 2012. I just want to help, she said. So naturally, I put her right behind the president at that first rally. After that, we talked. It was obvious she was the perfect person for the job that Charlie and I had devised in one of our 24-hour planning sessions.
Damn.
I wanted to hire her. I only had one problem. Charlie Kirk wanted to date her. Long story short, I was very worried he was going to scare her off and screw it up. And I was going to lose this incredible prospect. Like all things he put his
Exactly.
mind to, Charlie accomplished everything he put his mind to. They immediately fell in love and I lost an employee. But now she's my boss. I'm sure you've heard. We love Erica Kirk. Over the years, we built a lot of things. The largest field operation of the conservative movement between high school, college, faith, and action. The first ever ballot chase operation that won the election for President Trump. The largest events of the conservative movement, most of which have been huge, but in convention
Look at the
centers.
clan.
In 2021,
Exactly.
in the aftermath of COVID, we weren't sure if society was ever going to bounce back and ever get back to normal. So we began planning what was one of the crazy ideas known as America Fest. I hope you'll all be there this year. We decided to move it to Swing State, Arizona, and hope and pray that this would work after the world shut down for so long. Charlie, like all our 24/7 ideas sessions, texted me and our VP of events, Lawrence Honsich, late at night, and he showed us and said, "This is my vision." It was an image of a full stadium. A few seconds later, he sent these images of full stadiums of people, hoping for that to be a future turning point event. Well, Charlie, my friend, I'm happy to report we're standing in your vision. You did it, buddy.
What?
We love you. You are sitting in the vision for Charlie Kirk. God bless.
My name is Justin Strife, and I'm the Chief Operating Officer for Turning Point USA. Since September 10th, my thoughts keep returning to one thing, and that's time. Charlie lived on...
Hey, bro. This was a setup, bro. This was a setup, bro. They set up their own partner, bro. They set up their own partner, bro. They had all this shit playing. All this shit was playing. It's crazy. All this shit was playing. But you got people that's mad at us. They all playing this shit. They had to get him out of the way. They used him for his racism. He going to school preaching racism. And they said, okay, if we unalive him, he gonna have enemies with the black people because they don't like him. Everyone, they gonna be so caught up in the words he said, they gonna overlook what we did. Do you think he's really dead? Yeah, but I think it was all a setup. And then you gotta realize something. He was gonna become the president, bro. The way he was moving, and he was still young. He was only 31. So he had time. He was gonna be the next president, bro. That's what he was pushing for. That's what he was pushing for. And you know they can't have that. Someone who speaks as wild as he was speaking, and then he started speaking about, we ain't gonna call them, we'll call them Izzy. We will say Izzy, that place. Because you say their name, they'll take your channel. We'll call them Izzy. He's speaking on those people. You know, so he wasn't racist. Oh, he was very racist. He was very racist. He said George Zimmerman was Chase. He said black people don't deserve reparations. He said Trayvon Martin hunted down and chased George Zimmerman. That's what he said. That's racist as hell. And to me, you can't come back from that. So I'm gonna keep showing his funeral. I'm gonna keep this might be my last day actually making videos about him, but who knows? It's up with me for life. Once you speak on our people that went out that way, that died that way, it's up for life. It's up for life. I call them evil devils. Izzy is busy. Facts, they busy. He said black women were less intelligent. Exactly. So you the ops forever. He is the op forever. Even after death, he the ops. I don't feel sorry, nothing. It is what it is. His own people set him up.
He told us to stop and think, to use common sense, to grow up and
Exactly.
pitch in. He asked us to hear the words that God wrote on our hearts.
They
I am
would.
the Lord your
They wouldn't invite it, Rob. They wouldn't invite it. They wouldn't invite it.
safety or peace. It's a message of love, a love of God's will. Charlie's life was anchored by that love. Every day he left his home, the comfort of it, his wife, his children, to face criticism and threats and angry mobs, and ultimately death. He loved God more than he loved safety or applause or even his own life. That's because the last 31 years weren't his career. They were his calling. Charlie's legacy is this. He showed us how to be better people. He gave voice to truth, and he followed God's will.
You see?
He started with nothing more than an idea and a folding table.
You see? Racist people love to hide behind religion. That's their biggest thing. They love to hide behind religion. Candace, oh yeah, I heard about that. That's crazy, man.
Time is fleeting, but the decisions we make here right now are eternal. So let us honor Charlie by doing what he did. Stand for truth, confront evil, live courageously, and we do it the way that Charlie did. With compassion, but never compromising on truth. Demanding the best from ourselves, from each other, and from our country. Charlie reminded us that courage requires only a yes. And he said yes every single day. And now it's our turn. It's our turn to say yes, to speak boldly, speak honestly, to fight for our families, to love our country, to honor God, and to wisely use the time that we've been given. And it's to do for the next generation what Charlie did for us. Because all of this, right here and right now, is our turning point. We love you, Charlie, and we won't let you down.
What's poppin', Dre? What's poppin'?
My name is Stacy Sheridan. 8 years ago, I met Charlie in a crowded ballroom in West Palm Beach at a David Horowitz Freedom Center event. We spoke briefly, we exchanged cards, and I thought nothing of it. What ultimately made me want to join Charlie.
You gotta mute you boring love. I can't believe what I'm hearing. Yeah, bro, to me, I ain't gonna cap. This is a Klan rally. KKK rally, that's it. That's it. This the same dude that said, he got set up. This the same dude that said, like, we should have a lot more gun deaths. He said that. He said there should be more gun killings. He said that. That came out of his mouth. He said it should be more public. It should be public. He said that. He said black people don't deserve reparations. He said that. He said black women are not intelligent. He said that. The Rosman, he said that. What's poppin', Dre? That's what he said. You can't get mad at me. That's what he said. So those words have power. And now your own people set you up. And now it's a ritual. They doing a ritual. That's it. Next man up. See, they couldn't control Charlie, but now they can control his wife. She gonna do whatever they tell her to do. She gonna do it because guess what? Guess what she saw? She saw her husband get popped in the neck. That's all the fear she need. So she gonna do whatever they say. She gonna do whatever they say. So don't be mad at my channel. Go be mad at your own people because they setting y'all up, bro. This is some movie type shit. Thank you for this information. I wouldn't watch this otherwise. Appreciate you. Appreciate you for supporting Lolo. That the life is in power of the tongue. Facts. Bro, did you see the Bayou 13? Oh, that video dropping tomorrow. I'm dropping that video tomorrow. You take it all out of context, go watch the videos instead of relying on, no, I watched the videos, dog. Don't speak on us. Why are you speaking on us when it's white on white crime? I don't want to hear nothing if you're not speaking about white on white crime. He never spoke about white on white crime. Why are you talking to me about black people that you never see? You have an agenda. He was pushing an agenda. He never talked about white on white violence. No, he never talked about school shootings. Never. But you're talking about black people that you never see. That's an agenda. Why are white people listening to what's going on with black people? Why? Why y'all worried about us? We really not worried about y'all. If he wasn't talking shit about black people, I wouldn't even watch this funeral or this KKK rally. But we go watch it because he was talking shit. And the same people he was talking shit about, they outlived him. Those gang members in Chicago, they outlived him.
The tears over the phone. Mom,
Facts.
this is
He did.
the answer to my question. This is our why. Now we can be there for Erica and Gigi and Mac the way they were there for us. Looking back today, it's so clear to me that Grace was right. I know for certain that my late husband, Mike, Charlie, and God were guiding us here for this very moment in time.
You see how he loved to use God, religion so much, bro? You see? They don't believe in that shit, bro. They don't believe in that shit, bro. Oh, shit.
Late husband, Mike, Charlie, and God.
This is about the country. And
Okay. Let's see, got music playing? See, they got music playing, so Tiger Woods need to marry Charlie. Y'all wild, bro. Try giving him money and he turned it down 150. Yeah. I heard that. Yeah, that was the main reason they got him. Like, as long as he was talking about black people, he was fine. As long as he was talking about black people, he was fine. But as soon as he
when you do the best events in the movement, in fact, we do.
soon as he got off script and started going at the people who was trying to pay him, because you got to think about it. Everybody that's at his funeral right now, they paid off. They bought and paid for. Everybody at his funeral, they bought. So they really the ops. They just acting. Because you got to understand something. White people, you talk about capitalism, they love money. They not loyal to their own people for real. They love money. There you go. It's fake love. They love money. That's all they respect. They hide behind money and they hide behind religion. That's it. When they become adults, they talk about how they've been Exactly. I want to play this, but it got music in it, I think.
You're doing something rewarding that is not.
Yeah, they got music in it. Yeah, from what I heard, he was speaking against the chosen. Yeah. There you go, in quotes. I like that you put it in quote unquote. But yeah. Once you enter that world, you under control, bro. They all puppets. Donald Trump, they all puppets, bro. They all puppets. They stopped him. Yep. And it's crazy how now that we see is more the love of money is there you go. Keep giving them that work. They are tired of the race card and we're tired of that's it, bro. Imagine how we feel getting gaslighted every day with black content. Black people stealing, black people murdering, black people. Imagine how we feel going through that every day. Now they see how I feel. They always in my comment section, oh, this guy is an idiot. But see, they can't think outside of themselves. They can't. If I give him credit for anything, apparently he pleaded with Trump not to go to war with Iran. If anything, yeah, like I say, he stood on business when it came to that part of not selling out. But you still can't go around talking down on black people. You can't go around talking down on nobody. But he made it his issue to talk down on black people that he never talked to. Look at this rally, dog. You don't see not one black person. You don't see not one black person, bro. They have the same hairstyles as the 1950s. Look at their hairstyles. This is like the 1950s KKK rally, bro. Do these people look at them? You could tell they, look at this shit, bro.
Happen every single day.
See, the Klan don't wear robes and masks anymore. They wear suits. I'm gonna say that again. The Klan don't wear robes and hoods. They wear suits. That's it. There's no more robes. They have upgraded to suits. This is a Klan rally. This is not it's a Klan rally. That's it. That's it. Oh shit.
It's been excruciating to do this show the last week. But we knew it's exactly what Charlie would have wanted. And I want to thank you, the audience. You've helped us work through our grief and our broken hearts, live, on camera, streaming everywhere. And I hope that we've been able to help you do the same in some small way.
I want to break this down. I want to break this down to y'all. This is a takeover. Somebody just said it. He turned down money from, I'm not going to say their name, I'm going to say Izzy. He turned down money from Izzy. And he started speaking about them Izzy people. And, you know, he got popped. Now, Turning Point, his company, this our first time seeing them. Like, they have to come out in the open and they bowing down. This is the bow down and kiss the ring. They bowing down and kissing the ring. This what they doing. This what they doing. This all it is. It's a ritual. They bowing. That's why I put the ritual in my title. They bowing down and kissing the ring. That's it. See, old racist Charlie, he didn't want to kiss the ring. I give him that. I give him that. He didn't want to kiss the ring. But the people under him, they kissing the ring. They bowing down and kissing the ring. This all it is. What we watching is them kissing the ring right now. Everybody in his company is talking to show them, okay, we down with Izzy. We down with Izzy. We're going to do whatever y'all want us to do. This all this is, bro. It's a bow down and kiss the ring to Izzy. And I say Izzy because if you say a certain name, they go try to, you know, mess with your channel and stuff like that. So this all it is, bro. It's a ritual. That's it. That's it. That's why the funeral, that's why he was in the coffin so quick. That's why his wife read that letter so quick. Because this is bowing down and kissing the ring. They all did it. Trump, they all did it. Shit crazy, man.
He knew all of you.
Look, the whole company. They kissing the ring right now.
Yes. He knew he had a secret weapon, and it was you. And he never forgot about you because he loved you and he respected
Facts.
your wisdom. You see, it's only now that I'm beginning to realize what was going on
Yup.
all these years that I spent with Charlie.
For that check. Facts.
We called them campus tours. Now I know they were really tent revivals, complete with a tent. Amen. We call it the Charlie Kirk Show, but it was really just Charlie confronting the lies in the culture and pointing to the truth day in and day out, and millions of you tuned in.
He probably be Indian,
You
but
see,
he gonna say he
I
white.
see it now clearly that Charlie Kirk was a prophet. Not the fortune-telling kind that could predict the future, but the biblical kind. Who confronted evil and proclaimed the truth and called us to repent and be saved. Amen. And he wasn't mean about it.
Rockstar, have you seen any black people yet?
Slow.
Not one.
And you could hear in his voice that he desperately wanted the best for you and for all of us.
It's sad, Carmen. It's sad.
So friends, look around you. We've been worshiping, we've been singing.
Hey, let's be real. Let's be real. You think these people will actually tell the people of America what's really going on? You think they're going to tell you the truth? Hell no. They'll never tell you the truth. They'll never tell you the truth. They bowing down. All of them sold out. I can say racist Charlie, he didn't sell out to Izzy. I can say that. I can say that. He didn't sell out to Izzy. Racist Charlie did not sell out to Izzy. But everybody else did. Everybody else did. So, even, how your wife, even the wife, go back and watch that video of her reading the letter and watch her eyes. She looks guilty. She feels like she's guilty. She has regret. And it's like they forced her to read that letter. They forced her to read that letter. I know y'all think I'm crazy, but it's so easy to see. It's so easy. Okay, wait for the next speaker. I'm waiting on like Trump and them to come up here. He didn't sell out. Nah, he didn't, you know? And look, I can't admit that. He was racist as hell, but I can't admit that he didn't sell out to Izzy. So he had to get, but everybody else sold out. So notice you don't see no tears. You don't see no real emotion. Because all they know is it's so easy to fool MAGA. MAGA, bro. I'm not right, left, whatever, but it's so easy to fool those people. They so easy to fool. Look, if I came on here, all I had to do is get a MAGA hat. If I got a MAGA hat and I start talking down on black people, I would run the numbers up. I would get rich in no time. But I need to look myself in the mirror. I need to be able to live with myself. I can't turn on my people like that. But they believe anything. So it's so easy to fool them. It's so easy. And here I am. I'm trying to bring them to the light and say, you can't bring them to the light, bro. They cooked. They are cooked. They are cooked. Yeah, I reached 1 million months, bro.
Charlie always had that revival energy, didn't he? When
They
Charlie
love
first
to
met
hate.
Me, I was a degenerate loser. I'm still a loser, but I was addicted to alcohol. I had no wife, I had no kids, I had nothing going for me. After 10 years of work with Charlie Kirk, after his witnessing to my life,
Exactly. That's what they do.
I have become a Christ-centered man. I am happily married to the woman of my dreams, sitting right there with our youngest son who just turned 8. Oregon Ducks today. That's Baby Whitaker in honor of Charlie.
That's the truth. He is.
All of you
They
had
are.
a Charlie moment in your life, didn't you? Raise your hand if Charlie Kirk centered you a little closer to Christ. Did Charlie help you achieve your American dream a
What?
little bit more? Did Charlie have that effect? Look at every single hand. Stand up. Say amen. If Charlie Kirk had that effect on your life. Look at this. 100,000 Americans, millions watching online, standing up and saying, that is the revival spirit of Charlie Kirk's life.
What's poppin', Trey?
And that is the power of martyrdom. Because Charlie Kirk is a martyr in the true Christian tradition.
I told y'all, this is a KKK rally, a modern day KKK rally. That's why I had to go live. I had to go live. This is a KKK rally. And they trying, like I say, they kissing the ring, but they still trying to seem like they tough. They still trying to act tough. They kissing the ring. They kissing Izzy ring. They kissing that ring, but they still want to act tough towards black people. They still trying to act like they powerful and they not controlled. They controlled, but they kissing the ring too. They kissing that ring, dog.
The first martyr. Stephen was killed for speaking the truth about Christ, much like Charlie Kirk. The martyr Stephen was the same age as Charlie Kirk when he was martyred.
What?
At that time, Christianity was just a few very scared Christians in Jerusalem. And after Stephen's martyrdom, Christianity spread throughout the known world. The power of martyrdom. This is how God and Christ always advances his kingdom, and he's doing it right now with Charlie Kirk. It is a wonderful thing to see. We were all witness to a miracle. Charlie's life was a miracle. We could all see it. Those who worked up close and those who watched from far away. We got to witness a miracle in Charlie's life. Someone who was there that day when Stephen was martyred was Saul. Saul was the one who was taking the garments so that Stephen could be killed. And through Stephen's martyrdom, the Apostle Paul was reached by Christ to go out and write the majority of the New Testament. There was no one who was irredeemable. And that is what Charlie would have wanted us to know about his faith in Jesus Christ. The power of Christ's blood and the power
Somebody
of
said this is crazier than I expected.
Charlie. The Apostle Paul would go on to write the book of Romans. And I'd just like to close with this. In Romans 13, the Apostle Paul talks about a godly government instituted by our Lord and Savior. And what does he describe? The Apostle Paul describes how God establishes the rulers of the nations. In the audience right now, there are rulers of our land. Represented right here is the State Department, the Department of War, the Department of Justice, the Chief Executive. God has instituted them. God has given them power over our nation and our land. God saved our president, President Trump, from an assassin's bullet for this moment.
What? This so crazy. I'm telling you. That's why I'm going live. This shit crazy.
And what does the Apostle Paul in Romans say about a godly leadership? He says that rulers wield the sword for the protection of good men.
See, look, this so shocking because black people really don't care about this shit. But for the first time, we get to watch them go through something that we've been through all the time. So hearing this shit, it's like they feel like they closer to God, Jesus, because they skin tone. They think they closer to the Creator because they're white. But you see how easy it is to manipulate the MAGA side? This shit crazy.
I want to live in a country where the evil are terrified and where the good and the faithful and the moral people of our nation can live in peace, debate in peace, disagree in peace, and start families in peace. And so we want to thank the administration for being here and carrying out that godly mission of wielding the sword against evil. In conclusion, I'd be remiss if I didn't say this to all of the young men in the audience, and I can see so many young men out there. Charlie only reached young men and women.
Listen.
But this is the advice that Charlie gave me. Center your life on Christ. Fall in love. Get married. Have 1 million kids. And live out your American dream.
Listen, the other dude just said the same exact thing he said, bro. This is a ritual. They saying the same shit over and over. This is a ritual.
You God bless Charlie Kirk. He's looking down on us, smiling from heaven. God bless you. Thank you.
Okay, we're gonna mute it while they play their music. But that's why I went live, bro, to show you these people are insane. They really think because they skin, they tell you it's not about race, but they feel like they closer to Jesus because they're white. They say all the history. They talk about history all the time, but they'll never talk about what they did to our ancestors. They'll never bring up that part of history. They only talk about the lies. Oh, we do have, I don't know who this is. Y'all can tell me. Oh, Ben Carson.
About the loss of our friend and partner.
Is he?
Charlie Kirk. But did you hear?
Is he somebody? I heard his name before, but is he somebody who's, is he a raccoon or, I need y'all to let me know. Is he a raccoon? Because I don't want you to call anybody a raccoon and not a raccoon. Is he a raccoon? I thought he died, though. I don't know. Oh, he a raccoon?
I wonder if that political figure realizes that most of learning in life comes outside of the classroom. And I am delighted to see the young people of our land.
Raccoons all day, straight out the woods. Somebody said straight out the woods.
And moving in the same direction. And understanding that our nation was founded upon.
Somebody said straight out the woods.
That allowed us to rise from nothing to the pinnacle of.
Yo, wow.
Still walking 10K a day?
Yo, wow, bro. This how you know they don't give a damn. They put an ad during your funeral. It's all about money, bro. He was chilling underneath somebody on one seat.
Now, for many decades, there have been people who are trying to fundamentally change who we are. And there was a man by the name of Cleon Skousen.
Damn, Uncle Ruckus. So he don't like black folks. Damn.
In the 50s.
Damn, Benny.
And he exposed the things that were being done by the Marxists to gain control of our country. Such things as gaining control.
She do. Stay away from these people, bro.
The education system and the teacher unions so that you could infiltrate and indoctrinate our young people. It was a radical leftist.
Oh, okay.
Who said,
he a raccoon?
Your children to teach for 4 years, and the seed that I sow will never be uprooted. That's what's going on. He also had a goal of gaining control of the media and Hollywood so they could change the culture.
He doesn't like his wife either.
Making sexual perversion
he got a black wife?
Natural and healthy. And speaking of that, pushing God out of our society and changing the gospel to the social gospel. Have you noticed that a lot of preachers don't want to talk about what's in the Bible if it's counter to the social gospel? Well, I challenge the ministers out there.
What's poppin',
to talk
Scorpio?
about
Mama,
what the
what's
Bible
poppin'?
says and not what the leftists say.
He owns Godfather's Pizza. Oh, Ben Carson? Ben Carson owns Godfather's Pizza? Kirk thinks Carson is unqualified DI.
And get on board of the revival.
Oh, damn, I didn't know that.
That is coming.
Oh, shit.
We are not going to be able to stop it.
Samuel Jackson from Django, he don't like his gums because
We're
he...
all going to be a part of it. I love the fact that Erica is going to take
Bro, y'all funny as hell.
We're going to grow this turning point to a very significant level. And I want us all to remember, you cannot
Damn.
be the land of the free if you're not the home of the brave. You got to stand up for what you believe in.
The view look like AI generated for intended purposes. You're right.
And in closing, I want to read a passage
No raw emotion.
from John 12:24.
Oh, this real right here.
Remembering that Charlie was shot at 12:24 p.m. Verily, verily, I say unto you,
This a
Christ
ritual.
speaking,
This a ritual.
except a corn of wheat fall onto the ground and die, it abideth alone. But if it die, it bringeth forth much fruit.
See, y'all gotta see past everything physical, and this is a ritual. Everything they saying is a ritual, dog.
Thank you.
Because they need the energy. They need that. This is a ritual, bro. Ben Carson is going to tap dance. I thought he died. I thought one of them died like during COVID. I don't know. They're using Dr. Ben. Read Martin Luther King's speech at Ben Carson. Please, Master, can I speak? Bro, big time ritual. Yeah, that's all it is. It's a ritual, bro. It's a ritual. This dude trying to make Charlie Kirk's death religious. He loves his master. That's crazy, bro. One of his raccoons passed away. He's reading the others spoke out their mouth. Hold on. Let's go. We got another one.
I still remember the phone call that changed my life. Hey, Anna, it's Charlie. I'd like to offer you a job as TPUSA's National Hispanic Outreach Director. Charlie believed with every fiber of his being that the youth of this nation would save it.
Somebody said she looks Latino, but yeah, Latino, but you know, they want to be white so bad.
On the eve of my departure to medical school, to decide to change course and join TPUSA, where I could help Charlie battle these.
Is this live? Yes, it's live.
Campuses.
It's live.
The year I spent at TPUSA traveling with Charlie is where I honed my voice in the crucible of politics and ultimately forged the path that led me to
Oh,
Congress.
damn, I didn't know that. He is too?
I saw Charlie grow from a young man with conferences of a few hundred people to one
Herman
of the most
Cain, that's who
powerful
it
men in the
was.
world,
Okay.
walking alongside presidents
Okay.
and titans.
I remember that.
I saw him grow a beautiful family, all the while remaining a humble leader who quietly raised up others to forward the movement.
I saw that.
Today, we
Yup.
honor a patriot whose love of this nation burns as brightly as the founding fathers during the birth of our republic. Like George Washington, who sacrificed his peaceful life
Nowhere
out
to be
Mount Vernon
found.
to lead a militia and a small army against the mightiest empire on earth, risking everything, his fortune, his family, his very life, to secure liberty for generations unborn.
It shouldn't be.
Charlie poured out his youth, his energy, and his unshakable resolve to awaken America's youth from the slumber of complacency and to mobilize millions this past election cycle to reclaim the principles of truth and self-governance that define our exceptional nation. His name will stand etched into history besides the likes of JFK, who boldly challenged a generation to ask what they could do for their country amid the shadows of the Cold War, and Dr. King, who marched into the jaws of hatred, sacrificing his safety and ultimately his life to bend the arc of history towards justice. These giants, Washington forging a new nation from revolution, JFK inspiring the innovation and resolve, and MLK redeeming it through moral courage, changed the outcome of eras just as Charlie altered the trajectory of our modern fight against cultural decay and ideological.
Let me tell y'all something. You know how on my channel, my videos, I would read something and I would put my notebook down and then I would speak from the heart. Anytime you see people reading from papers and stuff like that, and they can't express their real emotion, raw emotion, it's a lie. It's all a lie. Like I said on my channel, I read, I put the notebook down, and I speak from the heart. When they have to read their emotions, how you reading? I never understood this. Even I don't go to funerals anymore, but how do you read from a paper from someone you loved? If I love you, I can't read from no paper, dog. I gotta speak from the heart. Even if I sound crazy, I have to speak from the heart. So anytime you see these people reading from papers, like, I understand if it's like a stat or a passage, but when you trying to read your emotions, like, that's crazy. It's all a lie, bruh. It's all a lie. It's all a lie. This is a ritual, and they bowing down and kissing the ring, but they still trying to look tough in America.
States of America, thank you.
She just got there and read, bro. She ain't do nothing special. Like, this shit crazy, bro. No emotions. Ain't nobody gonna cry for Charlie? Like, damn. Exactly. Comparing a man to Martin Luther King, who is, it's wild, bro. It's wild. It's wild. But nobody gonna remember him, bro. After today, it's over. Nobody will ever talk about him again, bro. After today, no one will talk about Charlie Kirk, bro. Uh-oh, there you go. Look. I'm gonna show you that again. Look.
Charlie dead.
Look. Throwing up gang signs right in your face. Look. I thought that was JD Vance or something. Come on, bro. Look at that face. You're not tough, dude. Stop it. You're not tough. Look.
Kirk. Charlie Kirk.
A ritual.
Charlie Kirk was my friend. Charlie was my brother. And Charlie was my commanding officer. And we will never, ever let the left, the media, or the Democrats forget the name of Charlie Kirk.
See? You see the games they playing?
The Bible, we'll get there, hold on, we'll get there. The Bible tells us that on his last day, Moses climbed to the top of the mountain and he looked across the River Jordan and he saw the promised land.
The fuck?
He led the people there, but he did not cross himself, for he was taken and he died on that mountain.
Moses?
And he was brought to God's kingdom. On his last day, Charlie Kirk was on the top of a mountain. And Charlie Kirk led us there. and Charlie Kirk has brought us to promised land.
Oh shit.
Charlie's death was not just a murder. The true word for what Charlie did is sacrifice. You see, the difference between murder and sacrifice is that sacrifice is a gift. Sacrifice is that last full measure of devotion for God, for country,
They're mocking.
and for his people, and for his family.
How about you get banned?
Charlie Kirk died for all of you. And Charlie Kirk's gift of his sacrifice means that Charlie Kirk will live forever. Not just for all of us, not just for his family and Erica and for his children.
Exactly. He said
but
it.
for all future generations of Americans. And the question of our time, will Western civilization endure? Or will it fracture in two, like so many predict? Well, I say
Oh, it's coming, Janae. It's coming.
that a century from now, when they write of the 2 or 3 pivotal moments that led to the saving of Western civilization, they will write that the sacrifice of Charles James Kirk was the turning point.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that, Nubia. I saw that. Red.
The ugliness that has been revealed by Charlie's murder will be and is already being overcome by the beauty of the outpouring of love and prayer around the world. Seas of 1,000 candles that have been lit from coast to coast for Charlie's sacrifice for all of us. We will overcome their evil.
All week, Rob.
And Charlie's sacrifice has given us all, and I see it in your eyes, I see it in the eyes of every man, woman, and child who has come to me since this unspeakable evil happened. We have it now. Charlie gave it to us. He gave us that last bit of courage, that last bit of fight, that last bit of grit and resolve to say no more. We are done. We are done with all of it, and we will now stand and fight, because if you took Charlie Kirk off that line, then every single one of us will rise up, and we will replace that line, and we will be there, and we will remind them what they did for Charlie, what they did to Charlie, and we will never, ever let them forget the name Charlie Kirk. Our civilization will endure. The United States of America will endure. For Charlie, we will continue the mission. For Charlie, we will end the evil disease that split us and took Charlie from us. And for Charlie, Turning Point USA will last forever. And we will come to find that in the final moment, that Western civilization was saved through Charlie's sacrifice in the only way possible. By returning the people to Almighty God.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. You see it? You see it?
Greater love hath no man than this, than he who laid down his life for his friends. Are you ready to continue the mission? Are you ready to fight back?
Nah, that if you know, you know. Taylor scared they packing their bags right now.
God bless to all of you. God bless to everyone, to Charlie's family, to all the families. And Charlie,
Look at this fake acting.
until we meet again, brother.
Let me show y'all something. Look at your boy. Let me show y'all something, bro. Usually the people that go the hardest at your funeral are the fakest people. When you was living, they didn't like you. They didn't call you or talk to you. These people, this is a ritual. Like I say, they kissing the ring, and they all know why Charlie got popped. They all on the same team. They all on the same team. This was a big setup. We got another one. They all look. What the fuck is he?
September 10th,
Dr. Frank.
I was standing 25 feet from my beloved friend.
Charlie had no friend. Facts.
Well, I was
Not
up
even his
there
wife.
About 5 years ago, Charlie asked me if I would mentor him in the evidence for Christianity, because that's one of the things I do. Now,
I told y'all my videos, on my lives, they love, racist Caucasian people love hiding behind religion, bro. They've been doing it.
Charlie's intellect was his humility. And so the few things I knew that he didn't, he wanted me to share with him. When that shot rang out, I took a step toward him, but his security team was on him immediately. And so Charlie, being like a son to me,
See? All fake.
I ran toward the security team and we ran to the SUV together. No father would stand back and go, "No, you just take my son, take him, I'll meet you at the hospital." I got into the back of the SUV.
Same
Let me tell you
suits.
something.
The Matrix.
This team was amazing.
Listen.
When this full investigation is done, I think you're going to see that his team did everything they were supposed to do. In the car, Justin was driving. Dan was in the front with the GPS. Rick was to my left. He had Charlie's head. And Brian was at Charlie's feet. And Charlie's so big, we couldn't even shut the door. He's so tall. And I'm perched over the back seat. And while they're administering all sorts of first aid, apparently my job was to yell. I was doing a lot of yelling. And I want you to know,
They set that man up, bro.
we did everything we could to save Charlie. But Charlie was already gone.
Listen.
His face was looking at mine, but he wasn't looking at me. He
Damn.
was looking past me right into eternity.
Damn. What
And
the
if it didn't
fuck?
comfort at all, I learned later that Charlie felt no pain. He died instantly.
What the fuck?
But we had to try and bring him back. We couldn't save him.
What the fuck?
And I want you to know that Charlie right now is in heaven, not because he was a great husband and father, not because he saved millions of kids out of darkness on college campuses, not because he changed minds and chased votes to save the country, not because he sacrificed himself for his Savior.
He did?
Charlie Kirk is in heaven because his Savior sacrificed himself for Charlie Kirk.
What? Bro, that don't even make sense. That don't make sense, bro.
Now look, there's only two things you can get in the afterlife.
This shit getting real. Now let's
You
go.
can get justice or you can get grace. Ladies and gentlemen, does anyone in here, does anybody out there watching around the world want justice from an infinitely just being? I don't want justice, I want grace. Well, the only way to get grace for an infinitely just being is for him to punish an innocent substitute in our place. Where can he find an innocent substitute among us? He can't. We're all fallen. So what does this infinitely just and infinitely loving God do? He adds humanity to his deity. He comes to earth. He allows the creatures that rebelled against him to torture and kill him so he could place their punishment upon himself, and then by trusting in him, every one of us can be forgiven and then given his righteousness. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the greatest story ever told, and it happens to be true.
Wow.
There's evidence for this, and Charlie knew it. Watch his videos.
He said, watch his videos. What?
Charlie knew that life wasn't just about money. It wasn't just about sex. It wasn't just about power. It wasn't just about prestige. He knew that the purpose of life is to know Jesus and to make him known. To make
Hey yo, this how you can talk. If I was putting a MAGA hat on, this is how you can talk to racist people, bro. They don't put two and two together. They so easily manipulated, dog. If I wore a MAGA hat, bro, I can run it up.
doing with your lives. What have you been doing? What are you going to do now? You know, in every evil, God brings forth some ripples of good. In this case, he's bringing a tsunami of good. Look around. You're seeing it. And if you think the martyrdom is going to stop this movement, well, we all know Charlie was inspirational. But Erica Kirk is a force of nature.
He said Erica Cook.
You're going to see her later today. In fact,
Bro, he said Erica Cook.
I know what's going on in the spiritual realm right now. Every morning, Erica gets up. The devil shrieks. Oh, couldn't save him. Now, I want you to know that Charlie right now is in heaven.
He said Erica Cook. Watch.
Not because he was a great husband and father. Now, look, there's only two things you can get in the afterlife. You can get justice or you can get grace. Ladies and gentlemen, does anyone in here, you know, in every evil, God brings forth some ripple. Oh no! She's awake again! And ladies and gentlemen, let's honor Jesus.
Oh my
Let's
God.
honor Charlie. Let's honor Erica. So that when we wake up every morning, the devil shrieks.
Bro, he said Erica Cook. He said Erica Cook. He said Erica Cook. I mean Kirk. Hold on, bro. I gotta find that shit, bro. I'm not stopping. I'm not giving up. Fucking ad, bro. No. No. Okay, let's go back. We gotta find it. We gotta find it.
Save Charlie. Every evil, God brings forth some ripples of good. In this case, he's bringing a tsunami of good. Look around. You're seeing it. And if you think a martyrdom is going to stop this movement, well, we all know Charlie was inspirational. But Erica Kirk is a force of nature. You're going to see her later today.
Oh
In
shit.
fact, later today, he was a great husband and father, not because they're awake again. They're
Y'all saw it.
videos.
Y'all saw it. Okay, wait for the next speaker. Oh, bro. That was the funniest dude, bro. Shout out to him, though. At least he was entertaining, bro. Oh. Dude said Erica Kirk. Oh my God, bro. It's almost over. I don't know, bro. This shit is funny though. I ain't gonna lie. Look at Trump. Hold on. Bro, this is the craziest shit ever, bro. They set your boy up and they acting like they supported him, bro. They know. They all, bro. And this is what Candace was talking about. So that's why they didn't invite her. Because if you invite Candace Owens, she go just tell everything. Not gonna lie, I'm loving this movement they got going on, exposing themselves. Exactly. Look, I said this earlier. The new Who. I said this earlier. I'm happy. Hold on, let's see you playing music. Yeah, playing music. But look, I said this earlier. I said I'm happy that now they can't hide no more. They exposing themselves. And they think we all dumb. They think we dumb. Just like the MAGA people. They believe anything. But they think we dumb, bro. So they all exposing themselves. And to me, this shit like a movie, bro. It's like a movie. And I'm entertained. Because I know, hold on. Get some water. But I know if this would have happened to Dr. Umar, Farrakhan, Brother Rizza Islam, bro, they would be trolling. They would be trolling everybody. All black people would get trolled all day long. Let them think that that's how they mess up. Facts. They old tactics don't work. Somebody said it earlier. Somebody said mixing religion and politics don't work no more. It's an old tactic. Yep. Somebody said it. You said Charlie was trying to pivot. He was. Yeah, they know. This is a movie. It's a movie for real, bro. Dude was funny as hell, though. Damn.
One gracious blessing after another. For the law was given through Moses, but God's unfailing love.
You see? So you wonder why our people so strong over religion that they don't fight back, they don't talk back to what's going on. They just so easily to forgive. It's because of this religion, bro. They hide racism behind religion, and they've been doing it. But now, you can't hide something for too long. People say they don't see color. What do you mean you don't see color? Are you colorblind? What are you talking about? You see color. So it's no more faking. It's no more of that shit. But now the problem is, if you go on TikTok or whatever, bro, it's more Caucasian people trolling Caucasian people, bro. Black people don't really care, bro. They not watching this shit. They watching football. They don't care about this dude, bro. They don't care about him. I'm just doing it because I'm keeping the same energy. They had nothing to do with his death, but it seemed like the directing BS towards black. Exactly, because they want a civil war. But the civil war is with their own people. They at war with their own people. It's them versus them, not us. Because we already know they play. We already know what they do. But the young Caucasian people, they know what they do too. They know they use religion and politics just to keep them old ass MAGA people. They know that. Religion and politics. Gen Z, they not falling for that shit no more. That's why they bring the Bible out to you. They still doing that shit. So we think just black pastors are crooks. No. Who you think they learned the game from? They learned the game from Joel Osteen. They learned the game from, what's the other pastor name? Billy Graham? I don't know. They learned the game from these people. I thank God I'm black. Facts, bro. Facts, dog. One time a cop told me, what would God do? He wanted me to say I detected someone. I deleted someone when I was 9. The dude who died was 200 pounds. I was, damn. Pat Robertson. CKS Caesar Boys 2.0. Championship level grifting. It's crazy. You know his birthday in Georgia. Yeah, I think it's like October 14th. Yeah, that's crazy. The music was so dreadful and depressing. Bro, look at this shit, bro. This is a full-on ritual, dog. Me too. Thank God I'm black. But y'all, look at the crowd. They were just showing the crowd just now. These people, you think they manipulated? See, a lot of people think just black people are being manipulated. No, they been using propaganda on racist Caucasian people forever. That's why they believe this goofy shit. They can't see through it. They can't see through it. So that's why I say, let's say you're a black content creator and you put on a MAGA hat. Put on that MAGA hat and just start saying anything bad about black people. Watch how many views you get, because hatred is inside of them. That hatred is inside of them. I don't get a lot of views from just talking about Caucasian people. But you talk about black people, it's coming. They was having freak off at Turning Point. Oh, hell yeah. Somebody probably smashing his wife already. Like, what? They don't want to see through it. They made a video having little kids saying, I am Charlie. No, bro. We'll come back to this. We'll come back. Let's go to TikTok. Let's go to TikTok.
We're going through the Starbucks line and ordering the Charlie Kirk. Can I have a grande mint majestic tea?
She ain't even said.
And so for the people who are going to Starbucks, harassing the poor baristas.
It is a mental illness to go into an establishment and bully and harass.
Hold on, I want to see that video.
I asked the girl if she could write Charlie Kirk on the cup, and she said she couldn't, but she gave me a Sharpie so I could write it, and I did. But I just find it so stupid, like, she couldn't write his name? Well, what's gonna happen to your hand? Fall off? But whatever, she was nice enough to let me borrow a Sharpie, so.
But what?
What's happening at Starbucks right now is honestly wild. Supporters of Charlie Kirk have started this strange little ritual. They're calling it Charlie's drink, and it's nothing fancy, just a mint tea with 2 honeys. But the drink itself isn't the part that's going viral. What's really blowing up is how they order it. These customers are giving their name as Charlie Kirk, expecting baristas to call it out exactly, full name and all. And if the barista just says Charlie instead of Charlie Kirk, they lose it. People are storming up to the counter, yelling at staff, and in some cases even doxing workers, trying to get them fired just for not saying the full name. Now videos are circulating everywhere, showing baristas being screamed at over something as small as reading a cup. What should be the simplest order has turned into straight up harassment. And honestly, what we're watching is a whole new level of obsession. It's almost like a deification of a podcaster. The irony, his quotes in or out of context were rarely uplifting or kind. Yet now, his supporters, what's happening at Starbucks right now is honestly wild. Supporters of Charlie Kirk have started this strange little
Charlie Kirk's birthday is coming up. Charlie Kirk's birthday is coming up on October 14th. I think we should all go to Starbucks and order a mint majesty tea with 2 honeys. And when they ask our name, we should all say, I am Charlie Kirk. Who's with me?
I am Charlie Kirk. I will not be silent.
That symbol is taken. It stands for missing and murdered indigenous people. So you're going to have to go colonize another one.
A lot of you seem to think I deleted my video, and just in case you weren't sure if I was...
This is real.
I'm going to quadruple down on this, and I do love that a group of people racially profiled me without ever even asking what my ethnicity was. I thought that was the richest part.
Sis, you're white or white passing. And that privilege is showing.
See, this is what you call white fatigue, bro. This is what you call white fatigue. When every race is tired of your shit, even your own. This is white fatigue, bro. These people are crazy.
Next.
If you want to debate me on this, you can go to my main platform, Millie Shushies, and you can debate me and my coach.
Millie Shushies? Are we in middle school? And let's be real, this is a clout reach. No one's lining up.
Well, guys, I got through the line. I'm going in right now. The line was huge. We waited hours. People were passing out because it's so hot. But I made it in. I'm going into the arena now. I will keep everybody updated. Everybody's in good spirits. People were singing amazing.
one thing I learned about life is I'm bald-headed, you know. I'm bald. But one thing I learned about life is you can judge people a lot of times by their haircuts, bro. By their hairstyles, bro. And we shouldn't judge nobody, but sometimes you have to. It'll keep you safe. You know. Appreciate you, Nubia. But look at this dude, bro. What do you call this shit?
Right now, the line was huge. We waited hours. People were passing out.
Jersey Shore.
It's so hot, but I made it in. I'm going into the arena now.
Hold on. It's a part where he.
I will keep everybody updated.
Bro, if I was Caucasian, this would scare me right here. This would scare me right here, bro. A man that's brave enough to go outside like that. Johnny Bravo. Yo, a man that will go outside like this, bro, is capable of anything, bro. Somebody said Jersey Shore. If you grew up, Jersey Shore was the original, bro. We was Vikings. No disrespect, Mr. Bravo. Oh, bro. Like I say, I'm bald, bro. I can't talk. But, you know, I notice when I'm bald, I just cut my shit. You know? But, look at this shit, bro. Fist bump. Now we was Vikings. A turd top. Somebody said a turd top. What the fuck? Jimmy Neutron, bro. Bro. If I was to see us at any event, bro, and this is in Arizona, bro. This is your normal Caucasian in Arizona, bro. And I ain't gonna talk about the black dudes who want to be Caucasian in Arizona. We ain't gonna talk about that. That's a Hitler Youth.
Everybody's in good spirits. People were singing Amazing Grace. It brought tears to my eyes. Charlie would be so proud. You gotta see the crowd, guys. I don't know if you can see them behind me. Let's go, baby. This is America. And to the Democrats, get ready to lose, man, because that's...
And look, I'm not left, right, but how you keep dissing the Democrats, bro? The dude that popped your dude, his whole family and him are Republicans. Like, what are they talking about? This how delusional these people are, bro. It was their own people that popped him. What are they talking about? But you see, they trying to start some little civil war and stuff, but nobody falling for that shit. Nobody taking them serious. And you got to be careful what you ask for. Everyone wanted Trump to be the president. Not everyone, but, you know, those people. But now they saying like, oh, shit. If you go do your research, it's a lot of them saying that Trump is destroying the country. But you got to be careful what you ask for sometimes because you just might get it. And they got it. So the farmers, they crying. Yeah, I was just about to say that. The farmers, they crying. They begging. You gotta be careful what you ask for.
I am Charlie Kirk.
I am Charlie Kirk.
I am Charlie Kirk.
I am Charlie Kirk.
This is Arizona. I'm not surprised by this. This is Arizona in a nutshell.
I am Charlie Kirk.
Wait. Never mind. I ain't gonna go in on the kids, bro. We ain't gonna do the kids like that. We ain't gonna do that.
Candace Owens, I don't know what rabbit hole you gonna go under.
Folks, if you are coming...
Wait till you guys see this.
Exactly. That's it. See, Black Jesus, you said it. They are copying. They copying. I told you, they never created anything. They never created anything. They never created anything. So they have to copy. They have to copy. They have to troll. They never created anything, bro. They haven't created anything. Now, in their history, they can lie. You get it? History. They can lie all they want. But we know the truth. Outside of school, we know the truth. We know they didn't create anything. So they have no culture. Only thing they have to lean on is their fake religion. To them, it's fake. People really take this shit serious. But to them, they mock religion. It's people who are really Christians, like people who are really, and they can tell you these people are all cap. They all fake. There you go, the unoriginal. Michelle Obama's speech, word for word. See, bro, they have no creative bone in their body. Why you think the execs and these record labels had to create the screaming like Apple Music, Spotify? Because they had to find a way to steal money. That's all they do. They find ways to steal money off our creativity. That's it. They making all the money from these record labels. They don't know how to create anything. All they do is steal. Every movie that you like, they stole it. This might hurt some of y'all. The Power Rangers, they stole that. Go look it up. After this live, go look it up. The Power Rangers, it was stolen. The Lion King, it was stolen. Everything you think that's great in America, they stole it. Go do your research. The Lion King, they stole a whole movie, bro. Power Rangers, that what we grew up on, they stole it. None of that stuff was real. It was already recorded. They stole all that shit. Star Wars, man. Everything. Oh, hell no.
Hey everybody, I'm just Tats.
Oh, boy. They make it so easy, bro. They make it so easy.
And as you can see, the I Am Charlie Kirk tattoo is healing up nicely. I want to thank everybody that viewed my video. Over 250,000 views. Awesome. 20,000 likes and counting. And like 1,800 comments.
Bro. Tell me he don't look like one of them pug dogs. Like, I think they call pugs or whatever. I think they call pugs. Is they call pug? Oh, yeah. I think I was right. Hold on. Come on. Am I lying? Look. That's him way there.
All winners, by the way.
Thank you for pointing out that I have 2 chins. And
Oh, he know.
Because I didn't know. And I didn't know. And
So the pug is cuter.
I've been living a lie for the last 30 years. So thank you for pointing that out. Another one where Charlie Kirk's getting blasted and it says like protect your neck, like classic, man, really good stuff. So
to my people that don't know, if you don't have a TikTok account, go on TikTok. They are getting trolled, bro, and it's by their own people. Cause I told you, for real, black people don't care about this shit. They don't care. It's really by their people. Go on TikTok, make you a TikTok today. They are getting trolled, bro, by their own people, by young white kids, bro. They trolling them, bro. They making videos putting Tyler Robinson in rap videos, bro. Because like I say, the young Caucasian generation, they love rap music. So they putting Tyler Robinson in rap videos, bro. AI shit. Like real shit, bro. So, hey, man, we done with that funeral, bro. That shit boring. Let's see what else they doing. Hold on. They still singing. Yeah, we done with this shit, man. Appreciate y'all, bro. We got a video dropping tomorrow. So, can't wait to drop that. Yeah, I saw the title. Yeah, man. Why you have to make everything about race? This country was built off of racism, sir. Built off of racism, sir. This whole country is racist, sir. The whole country. What are you talking about? Thank you, Rockstar FBA. Oh, yeah, no problem, no problem. Appreciate everybody, man. We got a video dropping tomorrow. All week we got videos. I'm back on my shit. Content after content after content. No days off. It is what it is. I appreciate y'all. I'm about to go enjoy my Sunday, work on this video, and give me something to eat because I'm going to tell y'all, I didn't eat all day. Like, I just been researching on live all day. So, appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate you, Nubia. Appreciate you, Scorpio. Exactly. All right, y'all. I'm out. Peace.